Welcome back. In Chapter 2 we gave the app a memory. Now it needs to know who is using it. Today we build authentication.
Because a social app without accounts is just a very public notepad.
Exactly. We wire BetterAuth into TanStack Start, store real sessions in Postgres, and ship Signup, login, and logout. Let's go. By the end of this chapter, BetterAuth runs inside our app. The auth tables are migrated into Postgres, and you can create an account, log in, and log out.
With sessions we can actually inspect real rows in the database and a cookie in the browser.
Runnable, verifiable, and committed. Same rules as always. Here is the shape of it. The sign-up form calls the auth client, which posts to an API route inside our own app. BetterAuth handles the request, talks to Postgres through Drizzle, and sends back a session cookie.
So Auth is not a separate service. It lives inside the same TanStack Start app we already have.
Same server, same database, same request loop from Chapter 1. Quick foundations. When you log in, the server creates a session, a row in the database with a token and an expiry date.
And the browser keeps the token in an HTTP-only cookie, so JavaScript on the page can never read it.
Every request carries the cookie, the server looks up the row, and that lookup is what being logged in actually means.
Auth is famously easy to get wrong. Why BetterAuth, and not a hosted service?
Because it is TypeScript first, it runs inside our app, and it stores everything in our own Postgres. Users, sessions, and hashed passwords live in tables we control.
And it ships email and password out of the box, with plugins for anything we need later, social logins included.
The whole integration is 3 small pieces. A server instance that owns the logic, one catch-all API route that exposes it over HTTP, and a tiny client for our React components.
3 files, that's it?
3 files, plus the tables they talk to. Let's write them. First piece, src/lib/auth.ts we call BetterAuth with email and password enabled. This one object owns every auth decision in the app.
Then the database block, the Drizzle adapter takes our DB client and maps BetterAuth onto our own tables, users, sessions, accounts, and verifications.
And finally the TanStack Start cookies plugin, so BetterAuth can set cookies through Start server context. That is the whole server. BetterAuth needs 3 new tables next to users. Sessions first, a unique token, an expiry, and a foreign key to the user that cascades on delete.
Account stores how each user signs in. For email and password, that is where the hashed password lives, and one user can have many accounts later, like a Google login.
And verifications hold short-lived tokens for flows like email confirmation and password reset. Same schema file, same migration workflow as Chapter 2. Time to make it real. BunDB generate runs Drizzle kit against the schema we just wrote.
Five tables now. The 3 new ones are sessions, accounts, and verifications, right next to users and posts.
Now BunDB migrate applies it to the container.
Migrations applied successfully, the database is ready for auth.
Let's verify. We open Adminer in the browser, and the schema now lists all 5 tables.
Drizzle Studio agrees, accounts, sessions, and verifications are all there, and all of them empty for now.
One last look at the structure views, the unique session token, the password column on accounts, exactly what we wrote in TypeScript. Second piece, the API root. In TanStack Start, a file at root/API/auth/ catches every path under /API/auth.
And the handlers just forward the raw request to BetterAuth, get and post, one line each.
Sign up, login, logout, session checks, every auth endpoint flows through this one file. Third piece, the client. Create auth client from BetterAuth/React gives our components type hooks and methods, all pointed at that API root.
One import for the whole front end. Now we can build the forms.
The sign-up page is a plain form, name, email, and a password of at least 8 characters. No magic yet.
On submit we read the form data and call auth-client.signup.email. BetterAuth creates the user, hashes the password, and starts a session, all in one call.
Then the states every real form needs, a submitting flag that disables the button, and an error message when something goes wrong. No silent failures. Login is the mirror image, same form without the name field, calling signin.email instead.
Same mirror and loading states too. If the credentials are wrong, BetterAuth tells us, and we show it.
Now the UI can react to the session. The useSession hook gives us the current user, plus an isPending flag while it loads.
Pending shows a small skeleton, signed in shows their avatar, the name, and a sign out button, and signed out falls back to a login link.
One component, 3 states, loading, signed in, signed out. Every layout in the course will reuse this pattern. Moment of truth. We head to /signup and create a real account.
Name, email, and a password of at least 8 characters.
Submit, and keep an eye on the header.
Straight back to the home page, and the header already shows us signed in as user 02.
Now the real test, reload the page. Still signed in. That is the session cookie doing its job.
Sign out clears the session, and the header flips back to the login link.
And logging back in works with the same credentials, email, password, login.
Signed in again, sign up, log in, log out, the full loop, end to end.
Let's look under the hood. We open the browser dev tools and head to the storage tab.
There it is, the BetterAuth session token cookie, HTTP only, so scripts on the page can never touch it.
Now the database side. In Drizzle Studio, the users table has 3 rows, the admin from Chapter 2, plus the accounts we created from the signup form.
The sessions table holds the matching rows, a token, an expiry, the user ID, even the IP address and user agent.
And in accounts, one row per login method, provider credential, with the password stored as a hash.
Never plain text, cookie in the browser, session in Postgres, the whole story on one screen.
Worth pausing on what we did not have to write. Passwords are hashed with script before they ever touch the database.
Cookies are HTTP only and same site by default, out of reach for injected scripts.
And sessions expire on a schedule, with the database as the single source of truth. Sensible defaults, so we never hand-roll the dangerous parts.
What are the classic ways this goes wrong?
3 usual suspects: forgetting to run the migration, so BetterAuth cannot find its tables; a schema mismatch, the adapter mapping has to match your table names exactly; and the database URL missing from .env.
All 3 fail loudly in the server logs. Read the first error, not the last one.
And if the cookie never sticks, make sure you are on localhost 3000, the same origin the app runs on. Status check. BetterAuth is wired to Postgres, the auth tables are migrated, and signup, login, and logout all work end-to-end.
Committed. That is the Chapter 3 checkpoint in the repo.
And that's Chapter 3. We wired BetterAuth into TanStack Start, migrated sessions, accounts, and verifications, and shipped a full email and password flow.
With real sessions in Postgres, an HTTP-only cookie, and a header that knows who you are.
Next up, Chapter 4, Profiles. Public profile pages, editing your own details, and your first look at root params.
See you there.